Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included. uh, Stepped out for a bit, got colder, got sicker, got less happy. Yes. But yes, break his mind. That's spirit. Keep turning that wheel. Considering that's all that's needed to keep these things running. It's just spinning a wheel. Why don't we just hook a motor into it, you know? Yeah, this grid really does use a lot, doesn't it? Again, not sure how long hair appeared in an area where there is no oxygen. Why does it want to make more of itself? There is literally no food in here. And there's this thing. Carbon dioxide's a petroleum. That is some advanced recycling right there. Now, I do know over time, slickers have been nerfed to heck and back. Multiple times. They were very broken. You just put a motor on CO2 and you had basically this amount of oil production. That's it. No power, no maintenance, no temperature, just free oil. Definitely a less balanced time. Also, I don't think these lines should have bubbles in it. Oh? Where? But definitely a less balanced time. Did it overpressure? Stinky's one of the more qualified people and he's singing. That's nice. He's singing even though he's stressed. Alright, don't let me tell you how to do. The form of death. Definitely funnier. It's finally regrown. You know, I never realized the metal refinery has its own sound to it. Certainly does. How much did we just use? About that much. Wow. That is definitely warm. That will get the water boiling. I mean, this is a main draw of power. So damn expensive. But it is needed. This one's just slow to cool down. It's almost making me now think, what if I put like a layer of oil inside at the bottom? Because it won't boil, but it would have a higher thermal conductivity. So maybe that would be better for transferring the temperature out. Does that make am I crazy, or does that actually make the slightest amount of sense to it? I mean, once I do it, there's no going back, but would a layer of oil help? Unless I am mistaken, I can check their thermal conductivity like this. Yum. So a high specific heat capacity with a low thermal conductivity. I'm starting to sound like the people I used to watch, oh boy. And this, way higher thermal conductivity. Significantly higher. That's 2. Water is abysmal. So maybe I do put some just straight up liquid petroleum inside. Feels wrong saying it, but if that helps the water boil, then I mean, look at that processing speed. Pretty good. So that's 200 divided by 5, because there's 5 tiles, right? That's like 40 kilograms a tile? I am really bad at basic arithmetics. Bear with me. I want to guess it's 40 because 20 is 1/5 of 100, so double it. That's probably right. Do want to make sure of that because I am not good with this. So that's not 22. What? 200. Yeah, it is 40. I think I'll try to double it to get 80 per tile. And let it go. It's weird actually seeing these doors getting built for once. For the time being, I would prefer steel production. Thank you. I don't have to plan to have that much, you know, iron. I can wolframite in these two. Sort of centralize it, yeah. I know this is technically cooling it down. With a higher specific heat capacity, I'm hoping that will, you know, do good. So that's gonna be 80 a tile once this boils. And that should help things really heat up. Especially when that covers the entire base, it's gonna be heating every component up. With 2 rather than 0.0064 or whatever. Water's thermal conductivity is abysmal. So, I've become like those I used to watch, like Brovkar talking about, you know, thermal conductivity. I also believe since it has a lower specific heat capacity, that will let it be stable, or that means it will hold less heat in it and transfer it to the water more effectively, I think. I don't fucking remember how this works, but this looks good for like a heat sink. This looks good just for like a heat medium, and that's what I'm aiming for. Any second now. I mean, it's also heating that up. It's over 100. I mean, it's gonna take a little bit more to phase change it, just so it doesn't flicker, you know? Because you do have to go a little over by like 1 to 2 degrees Celsius to phase change. So it should be very soon. We're gonna see the steam come out, and then that's gonna give a much larger area for the petroleum to cover. I'm not sure how many people put petroleum in their boiler, huh? I'd have to imagine it ain't that many, like that many. What about crude oil? I can't imagine this. It's like a good. Oh, actually, I think crude oil might have been better for this. It's got a lower specific heat capacity, but a higher thermal, or the same thermal conductivity, which I think makes it better. But it's such a small amount, I don't care. For this test, I don't care. Because I can't get rid of this now. It's very much stuck in this chamber. Imagine seeing 3 times speed. Oh, oh. It's going. Now it's heating these up, so it's gonna actually take a while. I just realized. That did a pretty good amount, though, for where it did expand to. Ooh, and that also made it cold enough so we could pump even more heat in. Incredible. Coming out at 200, coming in. Why is this pipe not insulated? Just occurred to me, I'm like, this pipe should be insulated. It has the hot liquid coming out. If anything, this is the one that doesn't need insulation, because that's the one that, you know. This should also make this more efficient without, you know, waste heat getting out, because I do think that's a problem until now. You can see anything that was affected, it's now really kind of warmer. That's it's dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Definitely warmer in here, which is good. And now we're getting straight like 200-degree water in. 235. So that this is certainly going to boil once it starts flowing around. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's boiling. And condensing, mind you. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's right on the hot part. I wanted this there, though. Why is it cooling down? Oh. Now this should rapidly heat up. Oh yeah, that's better, I think. Much higher heat capacity, or I keep saying specific heat capacity. It's thermal conductivity. I think the industry actually has different names for those, but whatever. If you look in the pipes, 90 out, or like 80 out, 70. It's like a difference of 10 degrees per loop. It's not bad. I would prefer higher, yeah. I think the only way I go higher than that, though, is if I use something like, and I wish I considered this as well, but I put liquid mercury in there. Oh, dude, liquid mercury is the way to do this. It's 4 times better than this, which is already a lot better. I mean, I can't exactly go in there and mop it out, that's the unfortunate thing. And this doesn't need it, because it pumps so much heat in. I don't think it needs it. But that's good to know, you know? 400 kilograms of liquid mercury is probably the best way to do this. It's kind of funny as well, because that implies that these things are extremely toxic to operate, but I mean, as long as the boiler doesn't explode, what's the harm? Well, you know, besides the liquid mercury inside, but it's fine. And it's not nearly hot enough to boil, right? Yeah, no. We're good. It's a lot lower to... It's lower than petroleum, but it's not supposed to go over 200, so whatever, it's fine. Now I wish I could easily send a dupe in there to go switch it. I don't like the premise of walking inside of a boiler when pressurized. I mean, I could keep adding fluids, but that's not a smart idea, so... Definitely see the flaw of this one being that the thermal conductivity is just... It's lackluster on a good day. You can't tell me that this is a fast temperature shift. Which makes sense why you would use a better machine for it. But, at the same time, it's cheaper. I'm not sure what's making that rattly noise. Also, wasn't there a steam explosion in here at one point for some unknown reason? I think there was at one point. And it's just like, there wasn't any water in here. To my knowledge, it was a vacuum. Still exploded. Honestly, this could all be normal tile. Well, maybe not this one, but these could be normal tiles. I mean, seriously, it's not like the heat's gonna transfer out of there. These tests have been very insightful. You need to get better at extracting power when possible. What? Or that one liquid pipe in particular just doesn't count for some reason. I remember what this bridge is for, so it doesn't go this way. Alright. This thing's actually cooled down enough to the point where the smell is just... We're out? A refined carbon? What? Since when did we run out of refined carbon? No, we're not out. Does make me think, though. I do want more. Let's turn that back on. I mean, as long as there's no polluted oxygen, this should be fine. There very much isn't, so... Prince Puff, maybe an oxalate one, which would honestly probably be a bad thing, but... This is me. Why? Why are the robots in there now? Let's see, wait, you can guide them around? Oh, you can. Really wonder why it's programmed to go up and down, zigzags all the time. Actually, it makes sense, because it moves at like 1.5 speed. And because it moves at 1.5, that's technically faster, although half of that is reduced because, well, it's flying horizontally, so if anything, it's flying a little slower. It's just a pathing issue. This game's always had weird pathing in it. That or it's intentional, which I don't believe. Also, before elixirs, it just always had the oil. Like that. Well, like, they had bottomless stomachs, so they would just keep doing it. Still look at them. I feel like the sound design has been modified a little bit. For a few quality of lives. That or it's because I've been sick. I've just been more perceptive to everything that seems slightly out of the ordinary, and since I've never noticed it before, I just now pay my attention. Honestly, just as, if not more likely. Did his helmet just disappear for a second? Trust me, you spend enough time with the pipes in this game and you'll start to lose it too. Essentially, that's just a priority manipulation inline. Oil wants to... Actually, I did this backwards. This is why you double check what you're thinking. So this is the priority one, which we want to take from, and this one is not. So a really scuffed way I can plug this in is just do it this way. This way you will, but that does work. Oil flows in here, jumps to here, gets processed. If not, it goes and backflows to here, and yeah. I'm good. I've just put the liquid thing under, like, put a pipe here, and you know, honestly, there's better ways, but I'm sick, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking at my 100%. You know, this would work just as well. I'll try to use two bridges. This is honestly better. I mean, this is the big reservoir, right? This one isn't. So I want that one to drain into the bigger one. Well, I mean, I preferably want this to run. That means someone's actually doing something, but otherwise, POV, you're running a Factorio train mega base. This is just what you're hearing constantly. Approach a rail outside a spider clone or a mech, and you're fucking done. I mean, seriously, those trains are vicious, man. Have you ever seen them? They'll go out of their way. It's like if they almost spawn in, but they don't. It's just always bad timing. I found, and I don't know why this is, but I find that when I get, oh, the batteries are gonna go out now, it's fine. But weirdly enough, I find that when my subscribers go up, my views go down. It's really counterintuitive. I just find that when on YouTube, the more subs I get, the less views I get. So subscribe if you want me to get less views. Otherwise, don't subscribe so I get more views and get more subscribers. It's so counterintuitive because you'd think they'd all go up at once, but I've noticed a stark contrast. Where the more people who subscribe, the less YouTube wants to promote my channel. I literally do not know why. Plastic is schmoovin'. Let me give you the worst camera POV in the entire game. It shakes for literally no reason. I really don't understand this thing's pathfinding. I have to assume it's because it's single 1.5, but that just reduces its actual speed to like 7.5, so it's worse? Or does it see a 2 instead of a 1 and it takes a 2? Normally games don't do that. It's committed to doing this though, that's for certain. No, but it just hit us straight there. Why does it like playing Pong? Why did I hear someone shock themselves? What? Oh my gosh. I need to unsubscribe from that email or something, man. Alright, well. You enjoyed Jitter Cam? I know I didn't. Wait, how many apples are in here? Some. Will this ever spoil in these conditions? No, it won't, because it's frozen, and it's in a sterile atmosphere. So ironically, oh, you know what I just realized? We don't have much rot in this colony, do we? And that's because I don't think any of the food is actually spoiling. Can I move this window? Okay. Right? I feel like if it did exist, I would have seen it by now, or no? It would be in this section. Rot pile. We are not producing any rot, basically. Just from food that's in oxygen for too long. And I think that's pretty interesting, you know? Because that basically means that this food is... There's still some food from the very beginning of my run. Still in a deep freeze in a sterile atmosphere. I can only imagine how fun that is to eat. I mean, I know I'm a picky eater and all, but like, jeez, man, that's just cruel. Beautiful cafe. I'm sorry, is that very fast? Oh my gosh, one piece of plastic was made. Quickly build all the ladders at once. I mean, I want to imagine they're helping, right? Meal. Ah. Gives them something to do. This should fix the pressure? Yeah. More wood. I mean, I am, you know, coking wood, so. No creosote to think about. To be fair, if I was making creosote, it's definitely getting drained to space, I'm just saying. Let's see. Good start. Still a little low, so I'm gonna leave that running. Honestly, I just want this. I don't need more dupes. Have I really finished the star map? Yes. Antiquated. $90 tons of oxalate. You don't hear that every day. Apparently I made ceramic at one point. What for, I do not know, but I did. That refined carbon is weirdly cold. Can you believe I still have seals growing, like, doing their thing? It is honestly a little jarring, isn't it?
I mean, I have the snow again. Might as well. It's kind of close to 5 tons. They like it. They're hungry, but they're happy. I'm not, my nose is running, and these guys are all looking for a fight, huh? Yeah, I don't really need rods. I would assume if you give them rod or slime, they become an oak shell. But then what does this one want? Slime, maybe? Like the place where the Pacus are? That was me. I mean, there's honestly quite a few good recipes here, if you can be bothered to actually deal with getting there. I think that's not even as good as the berry sludge. Turn prawns into into fish, yes. Are these really the only 2 recipes? Also, remember this thing? Me neither. Nom nom. So these are like the same dish. I was really hoping the deep fryer would be more of a centralized thing, because they kind of made it seem like you would use the deep fryer for a lot. You need tallow and well. And even in my best efforts to produce tallow, I ain't got nothing, man. Like, for the amount I was ranching, I didn't get much tallow. Oh, man. I bet the reef fiber is complaining about body temperature. Irrigation. Okay. Oh, okay. I had a feeling it was on a recycle or something. there, now it's in the right order. Now this is way more efficient. Must have been stuck in that cycle for a while then. It's almost like you can see through it when it spins. Which, considering it's a liquid pump, I sure hope I can't see through the entire machine. Yeah, I'd rather get more polluted water than standard, but now I'm actually draining the standard water like I'm supposed to be. It's gonna be better. So I'm now realizing just how much water I do use. Yikes. Especially running only polluted for in such a small amount. That was not good. Not a clue why that's there. So I'm not sure why, but the odd crop just dies for some reason. Really not too sure why. Yeah, I don't think to fix the pressure in this colony. Not a, oh my god, it keeps doing this, doesn't it? Stop reversing. The plants need the water. Unless I did this instead. Just temporarily. Because it's not using that much, huh? I could have sworn I had snow showing at around 5 tons. Not sure where that marker went. Staggered one behind. Weird. That was me. Honestly, I'm really happy the base is so self-sufficient, so I can take today a little bit slower. Pardon me. Expect to hear another ping, because even though I'm looking at the chat, it doesn't count. That was still me. I know if you didn't mind just disposing the gun, you wouldn't have to use these at all. That's actually down to a reasonable amount. It's less than this one. Or there's like 13 tons of piss in a bottle. 13.1. A plant has died. Where? The hell is it? Look, he said duty. We have enough food. I'm gonna be honest. I kinda lost it when it comes to carrying. Is it getting too warm for these plants? That would make this into a real problem. Again, dupes, like, no one wants to be in the nice room I built for them. Sure. What the hell happened here? It's fine. Ice. I'm honestly a little bit enticed by that ice, because it is so exquisite in I've kind of lost track. What the hell am I even talking about here? As long as I still see normal water in this pipe, I know to keep it set up like this, because otherwise it's going to get into that weird cycle where it just voids polluted water that I want and it circulates to fresh water. Just this alone would flip it entirely. Twice. So now that would be going for clean water, then polluted, then clean, then polluted. Nope, then it stays on clean. See? It's madness. I just caught it again, but because I set up policies, it literally cannot break that way. Also, who peed on the fox's area? You do not have to make it that clear that you want that land, huh? I mean, there's not a reason not to. I'm honestly thinking about their mood, but like they have good mood, even though they're sitting in the most ugly, wretched part of the entire base, like all the time. Like seriously. I know a preference is a preference, but it's just weird. Readable. The fact that I had a glimpse, I can just figure out what most things are, mostly from memory, admittedly, is fun. That is not a good sign. We're out of natural gas. Also, did you ever know there was geysers in this game? I don't, because I never freaking see them. Really, not even in Melissa? No cheating, huh? At all. Well, if you're gonna stop me from cheating that hard, then I can just sort of cheat using that principle, huh? You can see I broke stuff there. I'd have a feeling if I'd figure it out if I had one near my base. There's one. Yep. Man, that is hidden. At least there's still a form of checking. Cool slush is actually nice to have, but not right now. I don't even think I saw this, although that kind of does stick. Not really. Wait. Oh, I thought they fixed that. Aren't you not supposed to be able to see geysers anymore? Oh, well. Fuck it. Copper. Yeah, no, they left a bug in the game. That's nice. Sweet wheat, you're frankly not that necessary. I missed this, and I was just here. I missed out on an entire cool Steam vent. Who knows, maybe I'll use it for something. That's just an exposed saltwater geyser. That I've also missed until now. What on earth is happening? I don't know, I kind of did most of this run without thinking about geysers. I've seen that one? No, that's just a volcano. That is borderline useless. For me, mind you. But even so, I barely have any geysers. Minor volcano. Not too useful. Yeah, that's a somehow has a lower production than my entire base, so I think I'm actually okay without using that one. But it's good to know if I ever need more CO2, which I certainly do not, I have access to it. Once more, I certainly do not need it. But honestly, a very little amount of geysers and volcanoes, but, oh well. If you're saying this is a bad idea, considering it's gonna get really hot over here, I'd like to bring your attention to another point, known as I don't really care. It's so far out of my base, it's not relevant. Odd. Well, that should give the dupe something to do. Oh, right. Weirdly enough, I don't see the marker on that. Also, man, imagine if you could get a dupe to sleep on this thing. It was just like a free comfy bed. Nah, they would never. They fly. Look at that blazing speed. That should be a lot easier to path to. Am I finally out of sour gas? I mean, I know that's not true, but I can at least wish. Well, I would say most of the relevant sour gas is gone. There still is the odd 3 particles in the actual base, but I mean, considering what there used to be in this area, with it all being sour gas, I'd argue that's a little nicer. Also, this thing's carbon dioxide plume is still there. Talu. Honestly, this colony kind of pleases me. Also, food really was not that big of an issue when it literally doesn't spoil. I know, shocker, but still. That stretch takes a long time, but they are faster than most, so. It's watching a race because someone already broke their jaw. Interesting. And Max decided to leave, so he's instantly disqualified. Actually, I don't think a single duplicant who was here did anything good. Also, I guess those plants just don't wilt, they just die. Step 1, to become a fossil, die. Come on. Come on, dupes. Knock it open. Speaking of come on. Oh, that's good. I like how even the chef's showing up. To be fair, they don't really do much. Just saying. I believe that's also the end of this video. So I'm just gonna have them crack that open, and then I'm gonna go blow my nose, because it's been running for like 30 minutes. Again, that's not the priority to do. Guys. What are my bionics doing? It's like their perfect job, they don't need air. They have big lungs. Yeah, they're harvesting plants. I don't get these dupes. You want to do digging? Where are you? Injured. Why are you injured? Huh? Why are so many people injured? I'm sorry, did you just claim every single bed for yourself? No. To be fair, you're fine. Also, I read that wrong. How did they get injured? That was me. You could be helping. I mean, I know they're injured and all, but still. This is gonna take a small eternity. worked with a metal volcano. Yeah, it gives Lindsay something to do. Meanwhile, somewhere else, mushroom. Sure. Enthusiasm. I was gonna say I should bring this thing down, but I think it might actually just be happier up here. A little bit more enthusiasm, people. The lid substitute might be real. Oh, fair enough. The carpet does work. We ever get the doorbell? We did. Nice. He'll be fine. Speed. No, at least we got enough reed fiber, you know? Well. That appears to be undesirable. Rocket. I think I deconstructed my atmosphere forge like a century ago because I frankly only use it like 3 times and then forget about it, but I'll show it in the utility corner. Station corner more accurately. Oh. Alright. And it's free. Finally. What's it looking like with Lindsay? Fascinating. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget there's a whole playlist of this. Multiple whole playlists of it. There's a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh my god, this E34 fiber. No.